everyone, and welcome to Silverline Silver Sunday. This Sunday, May the 31st. It is the last day of May. If you had planned to do something in May, you need to get it done tonight.
Well, you got a couple of hours.
Yeah, tonight, or it ain't happening. So welcome everybody. We've got some fun stuff that we're gonna tell you about tonight before we get started.
May is over. That's another thing I don't like. Let me see.
I am your host. I'm Roller Man, and I'm excited to be here as we wrap up May. I am joined, as always, by MilitanGazette.substack.com, that man in the mask guy himself, Mr. Mike and W. Belcher. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, everyone. I'm sitting here hoping that I'm not in the firing zone of Tommy right now. So hopefully none of his gears are grinding on my gears tonight. So.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Mark Arse. I'm going to add that to my list.
And we are joined, of course, by Mr. Tom Mason, who irritates Tommy.
I do. I hope I'm on the list, actually.
Yes.
I want Tommy to know that I parked backwards today just because of him.
Oh, wait till you see.
What you need to do next time is take a picture of that and send it to him. He really likes when you do that.
I was at the city dump and they make you back in to dump your stuff. So.
Well, see that okay.
I tried to tell him Mr. Formonti doesn't like that, but you don't have juice here.
And, of course, we are joined by Mr. Thomas Romani, who's got his knickers in a twist again. Be all about Tommy tonight. Excellent. So
like it should be.
We're gonna find out what's got Tommy's knickers in a twist. Let me figure out how to share this.
Let me fix it real quick. Okay, I'm fixed now.
Okay, so look at that. Folks already saying hello to us.
What's up?
Says, hey, fellas, what's up, Atris? Thanks for hanging out with us, as always. This is going to be – you're going to have fun tonight, Atris, because we're going to find out what's twisting Tommy's knickers. Tommy's from Mississippi. I don't know why he's saying knickers. So
because I'm English.
Yeah. Formonti is a really English name, isn't it?
Well, Italian English by way of Ireland, I guess.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Matt. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Something's dragging his drawers.
That's right. Roberta couldn't join us tonight, so we miss Roberta and are anxious for her.
Yeah, Roberta.
Is it Mike right though? Don't you guys call it drawers down there?
Britches.
Drawers.
Britches.
Okay, what calls it drawers?
Britches, drawers.
We call it drawers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Drawers.
That's a southern.
Calls drawers on.
Drawers.
Yeah, you're putting too many letters in it, Tom. It's drawer.
All right.
I don't ever use that word.
As a reminder, we've got a crowdfunder going. Help Silverline survive the diamond collapse. It's all about what we're doing right here. Most of you folks who listen to us, you already know what's going on with Diamond. You know that they went bankrupt and they owe a lot of people a lot of money. We are just one of them. What our situation is not exclusive to us, but it hurts. And so there's a lot of stuff that you can get here, included complete miniseries. If you're like, hey, you know what? I missed out on some of these early stuff. Now's the time you can get the entire run. You can get the whole series. Right, you can get all of Fire Rush, Switchblade, Teen Beetle, right? All of Cat and Mouse, Divinity, Kalos. Cat and Mouse is not on there. Trumps and Twilight Grim, but you can get it. If you're like, you know what? I like a mystery. These mystery, y'all seen these, right, at conventions. Mystery bags are a big thing these days. And the logo is covering up my eyeball. So I look like the dude. Hey, I'm Batman, right?
You're Silverman because it's silver.
Yeah, your logo is your cowl.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, now my cursor's all messed up. Where is
this is my favorite part of the show.
I know. There we go. Okay, so it's a mystery bag, right? What's in there? I did say here that we made them up months ago, but someone bought one at a convention and opened it, and I remembered what was in there.
Oh.
so there's at least 5 comics in there, is what I'm gonna say. And you can't beat that. $5 plus postage. Then there's some unclaimed freight. These are Kickstarter rewards that people never submitted their information. These go back.
You know what's those boxes, or is this kind of a random thing now?
It's just random. It's just random. These are just
mystery to you. What's inside?
I literally have half a comic box. They're bagged, right? They're bagged because I was going to bag them and ship them out to the backers, and I labeled my box unclaimed freight. So
because it's possible that some of those might actually, besides being a floppy, there may be a trade or two in some of those because we had some trades.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
You're not saying that it is, but there might be an actual trade.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah. And if if you're sly, you can tell what some of this is, of course. And then we've got all of these were, and here's the deal, because someone said, well, how do you have these? I thought these were Kickstarter exclusives. Well, here's the deal. Anyone who knows anything about printing and publishing knows that when you go to press with something, you always overprint just a tiny little bit. Now, if you're printing hundreds of thousands, you're going to print, 1,000 over. But we don't. We print, like, if we're printing 20 copies of these, we print like 1 or 2 extra copies, right? So in case someone says, hey, now I will say this, knock on wood, we have been extremely lucky, and that I think in the, how many years have we been doing this now? 7 years, 8 years? We've been doing
3,
this?
1.
Yeah, I think we've only had 2 return. One of them, the guy sent me a picture, and he goes, he had a ditch right next to his mailbox. He says, my postman threw my box in the ditch, and he sent me a picture of it, and it was laying in the water, right? And everything was soaked. And I'm like, oh, man.
In the post office, things disappear, and so you got to reship it just because it wasn't. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, again, we've been very lucky.
You got to have some extras.
Yep, we like I said, we usually print 1 or 2 extras, and for a long time when the campaign was done, I would just take whatever was extra, as you can see in the picture, right, 1 or 2 copies, and I would just put them in a box, right, because I don't take these to shows to sell them because they're Kickstarter exclusives. But now, after several years, I'm like, what can we do? Oh, well, we can still put them on a crowdfunder, still make them exclusive to the crowdfunder. So you can kind of see what's there. And then the same thing for the foils, right? We do the same. We print 1 or 2 extras of the foils, and these pictures actually turned out pretty good. And then there's other stuff. I'm not going to go through this whole list. We've done it before, but there's original art, sketch covers here from Jose. I've got a whole bunch of art to add that I was going to do something else with, but I've got to get on there and add it. So there will be, and these things are at prices that are just outrageous. So
these are what I'm going to be providing. They're going to look like this if anybody's looking. There you go. See, that's
there it is.
So if you get one of mine, you're going to get this. You're going to get something like this. Why is it so blurry? Because I'm wiggling.
Blur on. It's his famous Kid Hero style.
Oh, Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man is upside down sometimes.
Spider-Man could do that. Yeah.
You can hold that anyway.
But that's what you'll get from me, something like this. Whatever it is that you want to, so you get to pick.
All right. So so before we get on to that, so I want to let you guys know a couple of weeks ago we learned something about StreamYard that we're trying tonight. So I would like to say welcome.
I need to go look.
Welcome to all of you who are coming to us from Tommy's Facebook, from Tommy's YouTube, and from Mike Belcher's Facebook. So
you guys,
we have learned that you can do this kind of thing. So let me see here. It looks like it doesn't look like anybody.
Oh, it's working.
welcome to 2022, everybody.
Right?
Yeah.
It's working. I just jumped over to mine, and it's both the Facebook and the YouTube is working. That's cool.
Guys over 50 can be taught.
That's right. We absolutely can. It might take us a couple extra weeks to figure it out.
That's right. Because our kids are grown and they've moved on and they won't be able to help us.
Yeah. So welcome from those. I'm assuming if people peep to the, I'll get words out. If people post to those, they'll still come up in the. Yeah, of course it does. Look at this. We got a special. What's that? Look at that Renee says, "Hey guys,
what's up?
She heard we were talking about what irritates Tommy. She wants to make sure.
No, I've got. I didn't know she was going to watch because she's got an entry on my list.
Adrian says, "What's eating Tommy's breeches?"
Yeah, they're breeches.
Yeah,
that's the way they said on the Beverly Hillbillies.
That's right. Adrian said, "Awesome rewards." Thanks, Adrian. I agree with you. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. Matt Likes Comment says, "Are we going to end up calling him Absolute Flormonte? Issue number 1, Twisted Knickers."
Yes,
that would be a good one. We should do that one. We'll put it out.
But all the
we'll get Tom to write it, and Mike can illustrate it, and I'll just pretend like it's me.
Matt Likes Comics says, Element AO Legend. That's right. Just Peter Piper picked up PayPal people.
The Popals.
PayPal people. Yeah, Renee says, right? I got to make sure I'm not on that list.
Mispronouncing
things. If she's using the show to double check that, I think there's something wrong.
All right, so before we get into Tommy's list, anybody got any news? Anything? Tom, are there any secrets you're not telling us again? That
Hey, you know what? I had a great time on that show on Wednesday. That was a lot of fun.
No news? No one has news?
I got no news.
All right. Well, neither do I. Actually, one little bit of news. I got, y'all remember Roberta told us she was working on colors for project by Nicholas Gear. So yeah, so I got my rewards yesterday, and I haven't really had a chance. I haven't had a chance to. I've only opened the first one, so
I bet it looks good.
I will tell you this. I hope Nicholas is not listening. I only got it. I only even knew about it because of Roberta. So I'm like, I gotta go see this because y'all know how awesome Roberta is. So. Pop says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Pop? Thanks for hanging out with us as always." So,
did Mike tell us about that too?
Did Mike tell us about it?
Yeah, I think I might have mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay. What is that? All right. Apologies. I just remember Roberta saying that she worked on it. So yeah, that's why I got it. So. So Pop says he just got home. Pops was at the convention that we've been promoting all month. So we
nice.
are
all the heroes.
Yep, he says was a great show. So we can't wait to hear. I'm sure Pops is going to do a show that's going to tell us a stream that tells us all about the show. So we are looking for that. You guys need to make sure y'all tune in to Pops when he runs that and ask him questions. If you didn't get to go, make sure you ask him questions because we need to promote good comic shows. So tonight, Tommy's missed the last couple of weeks, and he's had a chance to get his knickers all in a twist. And so I decided I'm probably going to go down there and maybe grab lunch with him this week. I didn't want to hear it while I was down there, so I said, Tommy, just get it out of your system during the stream, and I don't have to hear it.
No, it wasn't just while I was gone the past couple of weeks. So I've got these. I started last year.
Notebook.
Last year I started journaling basically. But you've seen my journal. So it's got all my little drawings in it. And then when I do my 30 minutes of comic book chaos thing is where I draw all my little drawings and when I have notes and stuff. And then every now and again somebody will piss me off and I'm like, well, I'm gonna write that in my journal. So that's kind of what this. So what?
Do I need to call up your stream now? Your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch you over to. Let's see how this works. I hope this works.
Okay.
Because I actually wrote a program to kind of do like a PowerPoint kind of a thing. So can you see it? Can you guys see it? Yeah. So I've got 4 different categories here. So is it flipping through them? Can you see it?
Yep. Dumb reasons for parking backwards. And I saw Kablam nitpicks and then nitpicks to me. Yeah, Kablam nitpicks.
So we're going to start with the easy one. And then, what people don't know is that in our behind the scenes stuff, I always make fun of the backwards parking thing. So in the last time we did the what's getting on Thomas's nerve, I threw that backwards parking thing, and boy, it blew up between all of us. We all had our own opinions.
It's still blowing up.
Yeah, since then, I keep throwing things in there, and then they keep making comments, and then some other Silverline people see what I'm saying, and then they have their opinion. So it's kind of been a thing. So I've that'll be the last thing that we get to, and you can see those categories are pretty big in that last section. So we're going to start off with this first section, and this is more of what I watch a lot of when I'm working over at Kablam. I watch a lot of just a bunch of YouTube is just kind of playing in the background, and it's a lot of just whatever random thing it shows. And I get a lot of, especially a lot of sovereign citizen type stuff, and a lot of people getting arrested and the things in court and stuff. And so I started making a list of things that people say that just hurt my head. That's what the people just annoying thing, and it's mostly kids. This is the things that kids say mostly that just hurt my head. So these are just a few. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So as I go down here and I click the little next button, it's going to flip it's going to show the person. So, and by the way, I wrote this little program. So if anybody wants this, I'll give it to them and they can run with it. They can do their own thing. So the first one, I'm not even going to lie. I hear that all the time. They're in just everyday little conversation. People are just talking and talking. And they go, I'm not going to lie. And then they get like, that's the first thing that you're lying to me. What? Why would you even say that? I'm not even going to lie. I don't have any cop arresting that I see, and the cops are talking to the people, and the kids are in the people getting pulled over, and do you have any? Are you drunk? Are you drinking? I'm not even going to lie, officer. And it's like, why do people say that? I'm not even going to lie. That when you hear that, the next thing coming out their mouth is what?
A lie.
Is a lie.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let me go on.
Wait a minute, Tommy. So Mike and Tom, are we writing all these down?
No.
Yeah, we are.
I'm committing it to memory.
Okay, all right, so we
Texas,
can say them. So we can say them back to Tommy.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one of our Silverline people, one of our buddies that we know and love. He says it all the time. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
I have a friend who says that, but it's shorter. Just not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, some version of that. Okay, so I'm going to the next one. Version 2 of that is if I'm going to be honest, or to be honest, it's like the next thing have you been lying to me all this time and now you're being honest? Shut up, stop doing that.
I think what it is they're about to say something horrible about you,
Right? Yeah.
and they're just sort of softening it so it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh, maybe it's a personal thing.
Yeah,
they're trying to let you know that. Hey, I love you anyway, but I'm gonna be honest.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest, but I love you anyway, so I'm gonna tell you this thing.
Well, my goofy side of my head, when I hear that, the first thing I think of is everything up until now was a lie, and now you're being honest. Yeah, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I know I hate this one.
Oh,
if
my
gosh.
Yeah. Or what about the abbreviation? I can't stand seeing those abbreviations. IYKYK.
Oh.
I see those all over Facebook. IYKYK. I'm like,
if you know, you know. No, I know if we don't have to say these things. These are just dumb things that people say that make my head hurt. If you know, you know. Well, I knew already. You didn't have to say this. This is silly.
right.
Okay, so moving on.
And if I don't know, you need to tell me.
I still don't know.
Right.
So maybe I do need to know that I don't know that I need to know. I don't know. It's just a big loop. Okay, so moving on to the next one. This one. Oh, I hear this all the time when people are getting arrested, or people in the, I hear this at the parks and stuff where kids are saying this to their parents. I'm literally screaming. Have you not heard this saying, you guys?
Yeah,
I've heard. I'm literally dying.
I'm literally is the key in there. Literally. So you're not literally and they'll be deadpanning you in the face and goes, I'm literally screaming. Like you're literally fixing to get smacked is what you're literally fixing to do.
Your wife left a comment here.
That's because nobody wants to use figuratively anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't see what the comments are because I had to switch over to another screen.
Can you see it now?
Hold on, let me switch back. God. Stop it. right, let me switch back to the screen where I can update the thing. Okay, the next one. We'll have to agree to disagree. How about we just agree that you're a moron, and I'm not gonna agree with you disagreeing with me. I'm gonna keep arguing, or I'm gonna stop arguing. I don't
agree.
like that one. Yeah.
I'm afraid Mike and I will have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, you agree to disagree. Why don't we just understand that we have two different opinions and quit saying this statement? I can't stand that statement. It gets on my
Pops
nerves.
agrees with you, Tommy. He says yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he says
Okay.
or since everyone is so skeptical, you want to make sure they understand. That's if you know, you know,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I guess. All right. So
Matt
my
likes
next one-
comics. Matt likes comics. Says, guys, I got to catch the rest later. I have to get ready for my own broadcast. All right, Matt. I guess you're
All
already
right,
gone
we
now. But
appreciate you coming
thanks
on.
for hanging out. Renee,
I'm literally screaming that he's leaving right now. I can't. I'm telling you.
You have to add that to your list.
I'm
I hate
sure-
when people leave early.
Yeah. Oh, look! It looks like I spelled something wrong here. I'm not believing this right now, but they just keep putting believing in stuff. Kids,
I'm believing.
I'm not
Still
believing
not
this
believing.
right now. It's
I'm
like,
not believing you. Yeah, I'm not
Have
believing.
you not
this
heard
right now.
people? Yeah, that's another thing I hear all the time.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
How long is your list? Because you're really going through this really quickly.
Oh, I've got 4 more pages worth of
He's
stuff.
got more categories. This is just part one.
He's had an angry month.
This is just our A block.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to the B's or C's yet.
No, well,
Go ahead.
you'll have to slow me down then. Okay, we can talk about this one some more. The not believing thing. The other one, these are just little sayings. The other ones would be more
Okay,
more
all right.
talkative stuff.
Carry on.
Okay. And then the nice one
Nice.
when you're saying something and you're talking and the person goes nice.
Nice.
Like, I'm gonna nice you upside the head. What did you do?
No, I
My-
think I'm
my
okay
son-
with that because
I'm okay with that one. Yeah.
because it's sometimes you want to acknowledge that you're listening and you're hearing it stuff, but you don't have enough to add and you want to derail the conversation. So it's just like
My weird side of my head was like, you didn't listen to nothing and you're just saying something to shut me up. That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I agree.
Nice.
all right, we'll have to agree to
Nice.
disagree.
Well, I have to disagree with that one.
My son
But
says
then-
nice a lot.
And then the next one is kind of the same thing where you hear people you'll say something, they'll go trust. I'm like, what are you even saying? I don't get it. What trust?
That's a kid thing, though. I never hear that as an adult.
I've never heard that one either. How
That's
is
the kids. That's a kid
How
thing.
is bet not on there?
Well, when there was a bunch of them that I was going to put, and I thought that it would be just too much stuff. So
I have to say I've never heard trust, but I hear
Trust.
bet a lot.
Beth,
Bet, bet, bet.
Yeah.
like they don't believe you. Let's bet on it, kind of thing.
No. It's like say something that's absolutely true. Say it.
I really like chocolate ice cream.
Bet.
We are just too cool.
We're
Roland
just
will now be
too-
doing Jack Nicholson stuck in an elevator.
Yeah. Hey, does anybody else think that he needs to start saying survey says?
Survey
Yes.
says.
I'm just really feeling that right now. It just
We pulled 100 of Tommy's closest friends.
That's right. Pop says, thanks, Roland, for helping to promote the convention. You're welcome, Pops.
Well, it seemed like a really big show too. So
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And of course, we need cool comic shows. Pop says, I do not agree.
I do not agree.
And then he says, and I'm not gonna.
I'm just not gonna do it.
David A. Scooterez, what's up, David? Thanks for hanging out with us. It's good to see you here, as always. He says, does Tom yell at a lot of clouds?
Well,
Damn
which
right
cloud
I
is he
do.
talking about? Mason or Flormonte? 'Cause
Oh, yeah. Well, you're Tommy, though.
I know.
Yeah, you're
so he must
Tommy,
be talking
so-
about you then.
Tom, you yell at clouds?
Do I yell at clown when I'm walking around outside? If they get on my nerve, yeah.
I'd say it's a fair bit. All 4 of us probably had our turn at yelling at clouds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
I'm going to agree to disagree. You better not rain on
No,
me.
Mike and I agreed to agree.
Bet.
We agree to agree.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pop said it's
Nice.
this is going to be one of those shows.
Oh, man.
Bob says
I
it's
got
a
to break
small
out
to
my hacky
medium,
sack.
but next year it moves to a bigger spot. Okay, cool.
There you go.
Hey, Pops, remind us what city that was in. I forget. So remind us. I'm pretty sure it was way up north for all of us considered. Oh, David says he was talking to Tommy.
Ah,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
sometimes you just need to get out there and yell.
hey, David.
Better than coming back inside and yelling at the ones that you love. That's not a good thing.
You should try riding bikes with him.
Does he wear an onion on his belt, which was a style at the time?
An onion? What?
That's Grandpa Simpson reminiscing about the old days.
Oh, okay. Bet. All right. What's next, Tommy?
Next category is okay. So you guys and a bunch of other folks are always wanting me to talk too much about crazy stuff that goes on at Kablam, and I usually don't say anything because that's not my place, and I mean it is my business, but it's not. This is not. I shouldn't talk about other people and all that kind of stuff. So
dig deep.
Yeah, no. So I picked 3 things that are Kablam related. So this section is the comic booky section, but it's Kablam related stuff that's not picking on any particular person, so I won't get in trouble if you know what I mean.
So have you run these by your partner? Have you run these by Barry?
No, of course not.
If Mike and I and Roland guess correctly, will you tell us?
No. Yeah, they're more of a general nitpicky Kablam thing. It's like I wrote in my little thing there. It's like everybody asks, but I normally don't talk about stuff.
I don't like the way Barry eats soup.
Yeah, it's me complaining about Barry and Jennifer. That's what it is. It's all day long. It's like, I can't believe they're here today. No. All right, so I'm going to pull up the first one. Is just in some of these that we've kind of talked about several times, but we can talk about them a little more.
First one.
And I'll tell you, and we'll go into a little more detail. So it's page counts. This is a nitpicking problem that we have. 3 or 4 times each of us. So Barry, I, and Jennifer, we are always, we're processing files and all that kind of stuff. And so we never work on the same order. We're always working on different orders, right? That'd be silly if we were. But we have this page count problem with people all the time, not being able to figure out how many pages are in a book. And as you can see, it's so just the little definition I have here is that, a saddle stitch book has to be 4-page increments, right? Take a sheet of paper, fold it in half. You get a little pamphlet at that point, and how many pages is in that pamphlet is 4, right? So it's a 4-page. So we get into we literally going back to that. We literally get into fights with people all the time, all day long, that they go, I wanted an 11-page book. And we're like, well, it's got to be 12. No, it's not 12. I only did 11. So print 11. And we're like, it can't be. And we would go around and around and around.
Nice.
And around. And there's some orders that, you'll get somebody that'll want 500 copies of something printed. If it's a 1-copy thing, I'll just throw a blank in there. And then when they get it, they'll see it and they'll realize that, there's a blank in it. And they'll go, oh, Thomas said it needed to be 12. I only said 11. So I see where that 12th page is. I understand at that point. Right. But when it's like a 500 print run, of something, I'm not, because that person's going to want their money back, right?
Yeah.
So you end up having orders that just sit there for weeks at a time, where you're fighting with people to get their page counts right, where they just will not send enough pages.
That's what I find that incredible because I remember back to the days when Barry, your partner, he and I were in 7th grade. We were making comics together. That's exactly what we did. We took paper and we folded it in half.
All right.
And we had a cover, and then we drew. Right, we drew all of it, but it was paper because we didn't know how you could staple or saddle stitch or anything like that. So we just took typing paper, folded it in half,
made you a little book. Yeah.
And you knew that you had to feel that was one piece of typing paper was 4 pages.
You could kind of get a little, we give a little bit for the people when you go from like a saddle stitch book, a stapled book compared to a trade paperback, which is a glued bound. So trades can be 2-page increments, right?
Yeah.
But then when you can kind of, see where they may get confused, that kind of thing, going from 2 pages. But when they say it's an odd number of pages, you're like, I just can't believe that you can't understand. It's got to be at least be an even.
I would like to be a fly on this wall, right?
Yeah.
I would like to be a fly on the wall of those people who decide they're going to go to a traditional web press, and they're telling them it has to be in 8-page increments.
Yeah, right. It's even more crazy when you go to the big web press stuff. Yeah,
they're like,
it's
I don't want to do 16 pages. I only want to do 11.
No. It's only 11. It's like, well, then you're gonna have a bunch of blanks. I don't want the it's oh god, and we literally we have these arguments with folks. It's not arguments, but you know what I'm saying. Discussions with people every day. It's like 4 or 5, at least half of the conversations about page counts, and my next category, double page spreads, as you probably can guess.
Yeah,
those are the two main things that we have. Our nitpicks all day long is page counts and double page spreads. People, putting a double page spread on the wrong, because all right, take that piece of paper again, right, and fold it in half, right. So the part that you open up to is an even to odd placement, right, where the double page has to be. So it has to go from 2 to 3, 4 to 5. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be an even to odd. It can't be 1 to 2 because that's where the page flips over to the next page. And you will get folks was like, well, I drew it on page 5 and 6. That's where I want the double. And I'm like, well, you're gonna have to put something in front of it. And they're like, well, what am I going to put in front of it? It's like, that's your book. You've got to put something in front of it. I don't know what Hey, you want me to draw something? I'll draw something and stick my own ad in there. I don't know.
I was going to say next time they ask that, volunteer to put a Silverline ad in there.
We'll put it in. No, well, see, here's where it gets even more complicated. So if you get like a huge book, say it's and then this happens with trades too. So say you get a 100-page trade that's got a bunch of doubles in it, and all of a sudden the double at the beginning is messed up. But all the rest of them behind it are in the right place, right? So all of a sudden they got to fix that first one, which then throws off all the rest of them behind it, right? Jeez. So you can see why, if anybody ever wants to know why sometimes their book takes a little longer to get processed, and we're talking to you about the page counts and the double page spreads. This is the life of a complainer.
So I think that I think I've talked about this before here, but hold on, let me show you. So many years ago.
I'm going to flip back to the other screen so I can see what you're showing.
Spread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Double page spread, drawn by Steven. One page. Oh, look, it's a page of character designs. Why?
Double page spread.
Because y'all did the next double on the wrong page.
So
yeah.
But
you got to put something there. You got to put an ad there, but then you got to fix everything behind it. So, like if you had chapters in the wrong, if you wanted to do chapters in your trade where they needed to be, so it looks right or whatever, you have to then redo the whole book. And then if you got somebody that's kind of new at it, that's done, it's a 100-page trade, or that's, maybe it's 4 or 5 of their single books that they put into a trade, and now they got to reformat the whole thing. It's like, and then Jennifer and I will sit there and we're like, I'm so sorry for this person. They're going to have to redo this whole book.
We call these people stupid.
All this is funny to me because the internet exists, and you can go there and you can say, help me paginate my 24-page comic. And
the crazy part about it too, and which this is, like I said, I don't normally talk about this stuff on this show, is we get professional folks that have been doing books. We've been printing 25, 30 years, however long it's been, and we'll get some of those folks that are the beginning people that are printed 30, 40 books with us or whatever, and they still mess it up.
Well, so yeah. I think speaking as someone who sent you an awful lot of books, I recognize that sometimes you just make a mistake.
Right? Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to say. Here I'm going to be a Kablam salesman here for a minute. Here's what I'm going to say is fantastic about Kablam that I would not have gotten somewhere else. Is Tommy? You dropped me a message and said, "Hey, you realize you have a double page spread on X and X, right?" Now, I know it, right? And I'm, oh crap, no, I didn't mean to do that, and right.
We say that, and it's in the paperwork. Is when you click the little submit button, there's a thing there saying that we do not do pre-press work, but we do way more pre-press work. You've seen us, and we try to tell people, help folks because you don't want somebody to be, especially a new or even somebody that's been around for a while, that spent a couple of $100 on their book, and their pages are out of order, or they're so it's like you got to help them, and if that sometimes delays getting the book printed,
that's
what happens. How you fix those things for me for free?
Oh. I sent you the same pages last time, and it's like, well, last time I had an extra 30 minutes of time in the day, and I fixed it. This time, you need to fix it.
I'd say for me, the thing that I'm appreciative of is not that you fix them for me, is that you let me know.
Yeah.
You don't just print them and send them to me and say, here's what you sent.
Here's your 50 books.
Right. Which is
that are all messed up.
A lot of printers would do that.
No, they would. Yeah, a lot of most of them will. That's what will happen.
Yeah.
There's that little button that says submit would be like, whatever you send us is what we're going to print, as long as they're dimensionally correct. What is it? What is it? My business of what the content, and how you had it laid out. That's your fault, not my fault.
Tommy just sends me a message that says, "Roland, you're an idiot. Fix this.
Fix this. Fix it." All right. So the last one is more of a. This is a funny one that you guys will get a kick out of. So this is a little bit behind the scenes of what's going on. I call this a "you placed an order then forgot about it" syndrome. You could read it there. It says, you can't be mad at me or that your order is late because of these things. We have people sometimes that'll pay for an order and never upload any files, and then get mad at us that they didn't get their books. All the time. Or it's the opposite. You get people that'll place an order, upload all the files. We'll have conversations with them. They'll ask us stuff, and they'll never pay for it. And then they get mad that it's time for the show and they don't have their books. And it's like, you never paid for it. What do you want?
I was going to pay for it with the Hollywood money that I get for the movie.
Apparently. Yeah.
We call
that's another one. Yeah. We get a lot of people that get mad at us for, where's my stuff? I'm like, well, you never sent me anything to print. So what am I supposed to do? Don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad.
We call those people stupid, though.
Oh. No.
Nice.
Don't say that. Don't say
Bet.
that. Bet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should just do a whole show about kid slang.
Oh my
kid
God,
slang.
We should. We can all bring some to the table.
Yeah, show us your flags.
Did y'all have anything that you wanted to touch on, any of that stuff, before we switch to the next section?
I
didn't want to go too fast.
Page 6-7.
6-7. No, I left that off because that's just stupid.
The thing about the double page spreads is that, the last time, I guess is when I moved my daughter out to California. I went to the DC offices and was talking to our buddies, Jim Chadwick and Hank Knaltz there. And we was just kind of talking about the class and everything. And I can't remember if it was Jim or Hank that offered it to me. Because, you can have one of our editor's checklist. We talk about, because I was telling them some of the things I do in the class. Yeah. And they have one of our editor's checklist. And I said, oh, really? I can use it in my class? And they were like, yeah, sure. Well, one of the things that I always point to, because my students don't seem to get this either, is there is literally a spot on the checklist that says double page spreads go on an even odd combination. Splash pages go on an even numbered page, right? Because it's on the left hand side.
Roland, you've talked to young people. Sometimes they're hard headed.
Yeah,
they've seen nothing but in digital.
When it comes from the outside, yeah, that's right. That's a good point, Mike.
Yeah. Well, and we talk about that some because I know Tom. I know from like one of the clips when we talk about pages as scenes, because one of the things you said when you have the even and odd, what you try to do is you have a page turner right at the end of the odd number page.
Yes,
and this is exactly what I teach them. But one of the things that they bring up in class is well, how do you handle that in digital? And I said, well, theoretically, you're just looking at a page at a time. So the concept shortens itself. You want a page turner at the end of every page.
Because I think even if you're doing something digital, you want something, at that corner.
Yes.
So that you can get that person, because a lot of people get paid based on views.
Yes.
And how long they stay. And so the longer you stay and read, so basically every page is a cliffhanger page.
Yes, it should be. Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah. And I try to tell them, and you guys, and you guys know this from reading, is like, when you sit down and you go to read a book and you say, okay, I'm just going to read one chapter and go to bed tonight, right? And you sit down and you read, and you get to the end of that chapter, and then it's like, and then she pulled the gun out. You're like, what? I can't stop there. No. I have to read the next chapter, right?
Tricking you into staying up on
it. When I was reading Dan Scotty's Lavender Jack on Webtoon, he does it really well with the long scrolling.
Yep.
Yeah.
He builds tension throughout that keeps you scrolling. So he creates a different type of cliffhanger, either with a peek at the dialogue that's coming, or moving, or creating a long panel that draws you in.
Yeah.
And he's really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and it the thing about it is it takes practice. It takes thinking about it, right? You have to consider.
Also, you got to study other people that are doing it, because the thing is not to swipe from them, but just to break it down. Right. How do they do that?
Right. What are the things that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
right, Tommy, what's next?
All right, let me switch back over to the other one. All right, so the next one, this is getting a different subject of stuff. This is personal nitpicks to me, and some of these might get me in trouble, but because...
Is this pineapple on pizza again?
No. Golly, pineapple on pizza.
Thanks, Tom.
Because I love the Silverline people, all the viewers so much. All right, here's the first one. Let's just get into this. Here we go. All right, everybody that knows me knows I am a tall guy, right? This is a personal nitpick. All right, so if you know me, so don't tell Renee. She's not watching. So this one's about Renee.
Oh, I know this. Yeah.
Oh, so my wife and I, so we have two cars, because we both work separate places and all that kind of stuff. Of course, we have two cars. And when we're in Orlando, you got to have two cars because they're just huge. So whenever the time that we have, I'm going to whisper so she doesn't hear me. Oh, you probably could read it or whatever. So whenever we have to switch cars and she's in mine, why does she never put the seat all the way back?
Oh my God! That's a knee killer, isn't it?
And you're even worse. So everybody probably Roland's. I'm a little taller than Roland.
You are
taller. But Roland's wife is probably way shorter than Renee is compared to me to Renee.
Yeah.
So I'm sure BJ pulls the seat up and then puts pillows in. And so she can get,
pulls it all the way. I feel it. I try to get in. I can't even.
Yeah. So when you're not paying attention,
turn my legs around.
I can't breathe.
No. When you go to jump in, you forget that they were in it, right? And you go to jump in, and all of a sudden you get jammed all up in there, and you get all because
True. It's
terrible.
When we leave the toilet seat up.
People, they go, oh, you're tall, you're really cool. It's cool. It's probably really cool to be tall. Not when you're trying to get in a car with the seat all the way to the front. It's not.
Yeah, and the other thing, Tommy, here's the thing about this, right? So when you fix your hair all up nice and you're going somewhere nice, your hair rubs the top of the roof, right? And you're like, you gotta keep it's like, don't mess my hair up, car.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. Nice.
Bet.
But whatever you all of our Silverline folks out there, don't tell her I put that on there. She does not need to know that.
I'll carry it to my grave.
Yeah. All right. That's just between myself, and you guys, I
say,
wanted to give y'all a personal thing that was a little different.
I will say, if that's the biggest problem you have in your relationship, you're doing pretty okay.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
got a reply.
And you know what? The next one, I don't even remember what the next one is.
Wait, Tommy.
Yep.
You can't go yet.
Crap. Hold on,
Wait
let
a
me
minute,
switch back.
buddy. You never put the seat back when you use my SUV.
Ah.
So you do the same thing.
I don't have to move it up. You can get in. I can't get in.
That's
So
some
it's not a
angry eyes
comfort
there.
thing. It's a get in thing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's a getting in thing. You can move it back up. You know, that's easy. It's like, but you know, it's why don't you just move it back for me? That'd be really sweet.
I wish I could blow these angry
At
eyes
least in my car. You know, the one that the one that's the Thomas car, right? We got a Renee car and we got a Thomas car. But whenever we have to swap, at least with the Thomas, you know, I don't expect her to move the Renee car and move the seat back when she gets out, you know, because she's using it all the time. It's her car. But the Thomas car,
It don't matter. You in trouble. Trust.
Bet.
You in trouble.
Tommy will now be leaving the show. Going.
she's not watching. She's not watching.
Oh, I think she is.
I think she is too.
Okay.
I have it on good authority that she's here.
All right, so this next one, I don't even remember what it is. I know what the last categories are, but I don't remember what this next box is.
Wait.
Okay.
Tom has a message for everybody. What's your message, Tom?
What?
You have a
my
message
message is that she's watching.
Well, no. For everybody, Tom. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, because otherwise you're going to miss all of Tommy's grapes.
That's right.
See what happens next week when I come in and I got black eyes.
I was waiting for the potato to show up and tell us.
Oh, I know. Potato must be busy tonight.
Potato.
Renee said it takes 5 minutes to move the chair back to my setting. 5 minutes.
I don't know. It's not that slow. Just a little lever.
I'm going to say it must be an old electric car.
It's
Just to turn the crank.
What, we got to take the seat out and insert another seat that's shorter? I don't know what to do.
That's right. Yeah.
I think she's making stuff up now. Maybe she's going to have a talking to. Get back in there.
Bruh.
Nice. Okay, so, all right. Are we ready for
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't bruh Hawaiian?
I don't know.
It is.
Isn't that like, because I see it on, I saw it on Hawaii 5-0 when I was a kid growing up.
Yeah.
Everybody was like bruh or brutta.
That's where I hear that from. Was Hawaii 5-0.
And now it's become the new thing.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
And in
That
England, it's bruh.
was when
I hear it all my students all the time. Bruh.
Yeah, when I was younger and I lived in New Orleans, and that was bro was you heard. Then when I moved to Mississippi, nobody said it over in Mississippi.
Well,
it was
because we said dude. What's up, dude?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I guess
so
so.
bruh is the new dude.
Yeah,
Bruh.
bruh's the new dude. Yeah.
And it's not bro, it's bruh.
Bruh.
But it sounds.
Bruh.
The thing is, dude sounds funny and fun, whereas bruh just sounds like I have like a cold or something.
Bruh.
Bruh.
What's up, bro?
My theory. You know my theory as to why it's bruh, because bro it sounds like a brother, right?
Right.
And white people, they don't like. You can't say bro because you're not black, right?
No.
You can't say bro, but you can say bruh.
No, it's
Right?
I was trying to
bruh's
still
stupid.
say it without getting in trouble. No.
I'm not evaluating it. I'm just telling you my theory.
People are going to start saying bud pretty soon.
Bud.
We'll go back to bud or chum.
Hello, buddy. Yeah, we got one of my caricaturing guys, Keelan. Love you, Keelan. Yeah, he's always, hey, buddy. Whenever he sees you, that's all. That's his go-to thing. Hey, buddy.
You heard the comedian talking about the way the language changes and how we shorten it, right? He said, yeah. He goes, a long time ago, you would greet someone in the morning. You would say, good morning, what's up? And then he goes, that got shortened to just what's up. He goes, later on, it just kind of came sup, right? Next thing you know, people are just going to be going.
Well,
they're just click their head.
Also, with some people, you don't have to do that. You can just go.
That's right. That's what we do in a car, right? You're driving along.
Yep, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you do.
Because we're busy people. I don't have time for the extra syllables now.
Right. That's too many syllables. All right, Tommy, what's next?
All right, so the next one, I remembered what the next one is. So this was kind of another one with the youngin' things. It's what the not what they say, but the way that they say stuff. All right, here we go. So I call this the youngins' vocal things, the voice things that they do. I don't know what the deal is. This mumble mouth thing gets on my nerve more than anything that you guys know. It's like, what? Now that I'm saying this, you guys you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna see this as a common thing. I don't know if it happened because of COVID and everybody wearing masks all the time, but kids under the age of they're young 20s now and younger, they just mumble. It's like they got marbles in their mouth.
But it's all the kids with the broccoli hair, right?
Yes, those guys too. Yeah, it sure is. That broccoli hair is stupid. Another stupid. And this vocal fry thing, that's the other thing that gets on my nerve to read the talking like this, and they got their little voice saying, what's going on? Well, I did the thing today. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's just an affectation, though. They don't really talk like that. They're becoming like a weird character.
Maybe it's because a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, and the younger people on it, they got that thing going where there's the voice popping with the air bubble thing. I just want to reach in there and strangle.
Although if I was a kid, though, I'd be practicing that voice in school all the time, just out of boredom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It'd be my vocal cords would be my fidget spinner.
Oh my gosh, fidget spinners. Oh
fidget
man,
spinner. I don't really know what we're gonna do the rest of the show.
Jose says that sounds like a country song, Tommy.
I know.
Vocal
What's up,
fry sounds
Jose?
like the name of a country singer. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Vocal Fry.
I actually watched a couple of research in it. I watched a couple of videos on why they do it, and it says that they don't know.
Because they're kids, they don't know.
Yeah, they just do it.
When that happens in my class, if they're sitting in the back, I make them move up front.
If they're doing that vocal thing,
yeah, because I'm like I can't hear you, and you don't speak
I can't
loud
hear
enough,
you.
So you need to come up front.
If they just think if they do the mumble mouth thing and the vocal fry.
You should just pull out an old ear horn and go, eh?
What's that you
say? Speak up. Put all the letters in the words. Put all quit just saying part of the word or part of the sentence. Just speak up, talk.
Yeah.
Or shut up. One of the two. I don't care which. If you're going to talk, I want to know what you have to say. If it's going to be like this, just be quiet. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I got to say this broccoli hair. I googled it. It makes me laugh now.
Yeah, you see that big proof thing? Yeah.
Yeah, we can throw stones because we didn't have mullets or rat tails or anything like that, did any of it?
Oh,
no.
I rocked the mullet, dude.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Roland had, I will go on record as Roland had one of the best mullets of anybody I've ever met in person. He wore it proud, and he would tell you, party in the front, or would
right.
whatever
Business
it is.
In the front.
Business in the front, party in the
back.
That's right.
That's like my bike, right? Because it's got a big tire in the front and a little tire, so it's party in the front, business in the. You remember my new bike's got a weird two different.
I saw a kid the other day with a rat tail, and I just couldn't believe it. I
Really?
was just
he
probably wasn't 16 or 17.
Really?
And I was just it was like down in the middle of his back, and I was just like, have we not learned from our mistakes?
Wow. You know what? I've seen a few mullets in the last couple years.
Unless he's some kind of Shaolin warrior and he's using that thing as a whip, there's no reason for anybody to have that kind of rat tail.
No, none. And it was bleached. He was brown-headed, and it was bleached.
Oh my God! Like Guy Fieri.
Yeah, it was. I was, like I said, I was dumbstruck. It's like, okay, we need to go back, and when we didn't eradicate that. We eradicated polio, but we needed to eradicate the rat tail. That's just not right.
Jose says rat tails were a rite of passage for young 80s Latino
Yeah, but
kids.
that's 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Rednecks in Eastern Kentucky too.
I
Yes,
hate
it
to be the
was
bearer of
like-
bad news, but that was 40
Yeah, but if
decades.
those guys still have
Man.
rat tails now, it's like chop that thing off.
Tom,
It's like people in the
The-
60s complaining about 1920s hair.
stop that. Stop putting things in that kind of perspective. Just stop.
Literally.
Can I use vocal fry if I talk like if I say
Yeah,
things like
if you
that?
did it.
Oh, okay.
No, I should have said, bruh.
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 Just-
Do you remember
Get on
that
with
old Budweiser commercial with the "What's up, guys"?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
They shortened the language too because they start out saying "What's up" and then they just go "Ah." And they just-
Zup!
Yep.
Where's the beef? Oh, that's a different commercial.
All right, parking backwards.
Oh, one of my
All
favorite
right, so
subjects for
the
Tommy.
grand finale of the show.
It's
for
because it makes the
tonight.
backup camera happy if I use it.
It makes it. I've got some of that in this. So
Yeah.
I've done. So look, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
I'll wait.
What's my little? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I can't change it. I'm on the right screen. 1,000 reasons why parking backwards sucks. Well, but really, there's only like 7. Because at some point I was doing some research and I was writing all these things and I'm like, well, I'm just coming off as an ass, so I need to quit.
I would just like to point out to you guys that these things agitated Tommy. So his knickers were in such a twit. He wrote a program. He wrote software so he could present this to us.
Well, I wanted it to be like a PowerPoint thing. I wanted to do the John thing that he does over in the other, and then I was like, I'm
On
running out of time.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
You're
John,
the angry neighbor showing up at the town hall meeting complaining about the neighbor's fence.
Yeah, so I wrote a little quickie program that would do my PowerPoint thing where I could control it and it'd be a little more fun. All right, y'all ready for the first one?
Oh,
All
The
right.
race is.
All right, here we go. First one. Let me see. I don't even remember. The efficiency lie.
I love that band.
Yes, the efficiency lie. It's safer to leave forward, is what most people say, Roland. That this is going to be bad. Can we quit now? Let's not do the rest of the show. Let's stop.
Why?
Why, dude?
Because some of these are just me being silly. Some of these things I put in here. Okay.
Hey, Tommy,
So-
I think if anyone who's watching doesn't already know you're silly,
Yeah.
then they
Okay.
haven't been paying attention.
Right, you're not breaking new ground.
Right.
all right. So
You haven't been fooling anybody for a long time.
Yeah.
But now this is your breakthrough.
Unless you use my name in this.
I didn't put your name in any of them, but I'm referring to you in every one of them.
I know that.
The idea of that I always hear from people, Roland, that it's much safer to pull out than it is to
Back out.
Yes.
back out.
Mm.
So this first one I have here is the time that it takes to actually back out to the 45 seconds it takes for you to pull in, where you're sitting there blocking traffic as you're trying to figure out how to get in. Now, Roland will tell you, because we've had this argument, our discussion, not an argument, because we don't argue, we discuss, that he can do it perfectly every time.
Because I have
I'm
the
going to
backup
say,
camera.
That's
say
right.
that I love you, but I don't believe that because
The backup camera is like having a video game. You can just angle it in between the two
camera
lines.
makes it
and
so
just-
easy.
but
It's
it
like
does-
Luke Skywalker. Just
I'm gonna
right in there.
probably one out of a 10-time try, I'm gonna give you maybe half of them. You probably hit it the first time. I'm gonna say the other times you probably are having to do some little gymnastics to get back into the spot. Because
Oh,
that's
you haven't
because
seen me drive.
and the reason why now Roland may be different. I mean, the other person on the show here that I discussed with. Roland knows that over at the Kablam office, we have I don't want to say who it is because I don't want to get myself in more trouble. My neighbors, it's a big office and there's 7 or 8 of them, and they all park backwards.
They all
every
back
single
in.
time. And
I
this
tried.
past week,
People.
when I knew that I was going to do this show, I tried to get there in the morning and tried to record them doing it, but I never could get. They're going back and forth, over and over and over. Even if there's an
Why
extra
aren't they using
spot,
their backup camera then?
they are using backup cameras. It just
the
doesn't
backup
work.
camera makes it so
I think
easy.
No.
They're just terrible parkers. That's all.
Yeah.
They're just terrible. Y'all are all terrible parkers. Y'all,
No, the backup,
No.
dude.
Yes.
The backup. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you maybe 1 out of my
Okay.
10. Out of my 10.
Out of your
that,
10.
that I have to do something.
Well,
But
let's-
that backup
let's-
camera, dude. I'm like Luke Skywalker.
You're Luke Skywalker of the
Back
back
it right in, because the little lines are right there. It tells
Yeah,
me
it is.
exactly
You could-
where to
yeah.
go.
I'm gonna. Well, then
can't mess up.
let's agree to disagree. That you're probably
Nice.
the one person out of 20 that gets it right every time. But all the other 20 people, they're aggravating the crap out of everybody because I'm trying to go to park at Walmart and get it to a parking spot, and here you are going.
What's so
I'm sitting
important
there
about
waiting
Walmart that
15
you can't
minutes.
wait 30 seconds?
Yeah, I can't wait. No, because I've done this several times, and it makes Renee mad. When I see somebody backing into a spot, I will try to get as close to them, and I'll park, and I'll get out, and I'll stand behind them as they're still trying to figure out how to park. And then I'll just go, as they're backing in, I'm already parked. I'm out of the car. I am
Note to self,
driving
don't go
forward
shopping with
is
Tommy.
something that we've learned to do since we started riding in a car, and we realized what a car is. We know how to go forward. Forward is easy breezy, and even if it's between two cars, it's easy to do. You go whoop whoop because it's what you're doing all day. When you stop at a light, you're stopping between two cars. You're easy breezy. You're going shum.
But when you leave, you have to back up.
Okay, that's another one of my
You
points.
can't see all the traffic always
Right.
behind you.
You have a better visual field if you pull out forward.
Yes.
Now I got you guys taken care of on one of my other
Is
notes.
this another lie that you've uncovered?
Yeah, I've got.
Field of
Okay,
vision
let's go on to.
Wait, before you do,
Yep.
Jose
Uh-oh.
says the Walmart parking is angled. At least it is where he is. So
Well, some of them
yeah.
are, some of them don't. Now, any
Yeah.
of those ones that are the angled ones, if you're parking backwards there, then you're breaking the law.
right,
Yeah,
because
no.
you have to, if you're parking backwards there, then you got to go out against traffic.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, there. And I would probably say that any backwards person is not doing at the slanted ones where
No.
they're parked.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
probably
yeah.
going way further out in the parking lot, and they're just pulling through, kind of a thing. Parking, where they can just drive,
Through the next space.
one racing way out in the back of the parking lot, and they can do whatever they want out there. But where all the normal people are.
Not here at Walmart. These Walmart ones are angled, and it's always somebody's backing in, always, and it's just as aggravating because they're going against traffic when they're backing in.
Yeah. Are they,
Well,
are they
see-
driving a Tesla
Well,
or
all
a
right.
BMW?
So this is what Jose
No,
says.
they're
Jose
trucks.
he says yes,
Oh,
they do.
trucks.
They park backwards in the angled slots.
Yeah,
Well, how are they doing that? They had to drive down the wrong way. just to
exactly.
be
They
able
don't
to do it.
care.
Well,
People
you could
don't
also
care.
you could
Well,
they
also
should get a
might have
ticket.
pulled through.
you could
They might
go
have
down the
pulled
correct way and then pull forward in the space that's ahead
through.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then to pull out, now you're still pulling into traffic
Yeah, but
because they're going
have
the
you
wrong
seen
way.
guys that drive big pickup trucks? They don't care.
No,
They don't care.
No.
And they're the ones that are also doing that, and it's even harder for those guys
Well,
because
Yeah.
they got less. They got
Modern-
less maneuverability.
You
but modern parking lots are not designed for guys with big trucks.
no.
No.
I will,
Okay,
I
let me
will
go.
say this: when I was in my truck that did not have a backup camera,
Oh.
I was not as accurate backing in. but
Because
but
you're,
the backup,
you're technology dependent.
yes. Again, you can't go wrong with the backup camera. It's
No.
right there.
No, watching my mother back up the station wagon when I was a kid growing up was my terror. It's like a horror movie.
Or
All
a
right. So
comedy scene.
before we go down to any of these other ones, so Roland, what did you just say about the rear-facing camera? Because I got a
You
perfect
can't mess
point,
up.
and you made it for me. No. What did you call it?
Luke Skywalker.
No. You called it
I
the
said so many
backup
things.
camera.
Yeah.
The backup camera. You called it the backup
camera.
Okay, all right, that's enough. We're put a pin in that because we're going to come back to that. All right, so number 2, I can't remember what the. Oh, this is the witness protection program for license plates. So I think people mostly park backwards. Do what?
Oh, are you a one plate state?
There are places where. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I thought we had lost a signal there. Yeah, when in Florida is a one plate. Mississippi was also. Yeah, there's a bunch of places where there are plates in the front and the back. Yeah. But I think this is the cynical side of myself. I think a lot of people park backwards is because they think the repo man won't see the license plate and it'll be harder for them to get repoed. That's what I'm thinking.
It just makes the repo man get out of his car and have to go look.
Right. Well, I mean, he might have to, but making the repo man work, or if the cops are looking for a certain person, they got to looking at the plates and stuff. I don't know. Cops are lazy; they may not get out if they don't see the plate.
It sounds more like an episode of Law and Order than a real thing.
I'm just telling you, it's what I'm thinking. Sorry,
Jose
we can agree to disagree. I just think that's what it is.
Jose said they will pass the slot and then back up and 47-point turn to back in.
That sounds right.
They probably when they pull out, they'll do that big wide turn thing and then come out and still maybe go the right direction, or they'll just go in the wrong way.
Hey Tommy, here's a great question for you.
All right,
David A. Scooter says, "What if the repo man backs up into a spot?"
Well, it's hard you'll identify him because they have that bar across the back.
Well, they actually for the repo man to do their job right, they'd have to back up into the spot.
That's right.
Because that's the back of the truck is where the tow thing is.
You have to slide that thing under the car.
Yeah. Because if they pulled up to the front, then they'd just be punching them in the, that wouldn't work, I don't think. I mean, I'm not a repo man. I don't know. I'm not a tow truck driver.
It's good money according to TV.
Yeah, apparently a lot of money. Yeah, we watched one from the Gatlinburg area. That's fun to watch those guys.
Oh, they're fast, man. They
do. Man, those ones that got the truck thing, and then they'll go in and they'll snatch the car and then go down 2 or 3 blocks later to then tie the car down and stuff. They'll just go grab it, and they don't waste time because they don't want to get shot, I guess.
Right.
Screwing around out in the parking lot.
I like it when they're chasing a guy around town and they're trying to get him. They're trying to wait for him to park somewhere, so they just sort of follow him for a while.
Yeah,
they're like spies.
And then the guy runs into to Walmart or wherever, parking backwards, I'm sure, and they'll go and snatch it. Yep. Yeah, those guys are crazy. Or the repo guys that have the keys. Have like some places where we had a friend, Carrie Bivens. Remember Carrie? Yeah, they have the key. The bank has the other set of keys, and then they'll wait till the person goes home, and then they'll just go out and jump in the car and take off.
How bad does your bank loan and your credit have to be that the bank has an extra set of keys?
I know. I'm telling you. I don't know.
Jose said watching the repo reels on Facebook is my guilty pleasure.
Jose, I watch 2 or 3 of the ones on YouTube all the time. It drives Renee crazy. Okay, so let me go to the next one. Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I don't remember what it is, so it'll be a surprise to me too. Let's see. This is a perfect reason why you should not park backwards. The shopping cart paradox is what I like to call it. So you're parked backwards, right? So your trunk is now facing the wrong direction. It's facing against somebody else's trunk or the front of something. It's basically inside the parking thing. So you're coming up with your 50, your big old basket of Walmart stuff, and you're trying to put your crap in your trunk that you can't get to now because your car is facing the wrong direction. Why would you do that?
Well, I got an answer for you.
There is no answer.
Roland, the floor recognizes Roland.
What's that?
The floor recognizes Roland.
Thank you. So I don't back in if I'm going to bring a shopping cart out.
There. It's situational.
Yes, it is. If I know I'm going to push a shopping cart out to the parking lot, I'm not backing in because I know it will be in the grass. My butt will be in the grass.
I'm picking up my favorite canoe and some new oars. I'm not backing in.
If all I'm doing is running in and grabbing a prescription or grabbing detergent, or milk,
or something
and
you're
I'm
going to throw in the
running
back
right
seat. Right?
I don't need
But if
to pull in forward for that. I don't need a
Yeah,
shopping
if
cart.
it's a whole week worth of groceries, you're going to park normal.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Because I have to put my shopping cart out there.
I think I sent y'all, I don't know, it was a couple of months back over at Aldi's. You remember that? I sent y'all a picture where a lady actually did that same thing. She parked backwards. And then when she went, she pulled her car up like 5 feet. And then now she was in the road.
Yeah,
she
blocking the lane.
Yeah, but that's just a stupid person.
Yeah, well, that's parking backwards for you.
Here we go, right?
We call those people stupid, though. Yeah, that's right.
That's got to be the best sound clip I've ever made.
All right, let me move to the next one. I don't remember what the next one. One of these ones will come back to the rear camera thing. Like I said, some of these were didn't be silly. The no escape thing. This is people trying to, because you want to jet out of there so fast, right? So you're parking the way because you claim that you can pull out really quick and go, but then you still just drive like normal people and you pull out really slow anyway, and you're not race car driving it out of there.
Cops and EMTs park backwards all the time when they go on their break.
Yep. Yeah. Because they need to get out of there fast, maybe.
Yeah, and I've seen cop cars where there are two of them, and one will go forwards and the other will go backwards, so that basically they're ready for anything.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, can I give a rebuttal to that?
Talk to the cops.
Yeah, none of us are cops or EMTs, so we shouldn't be doing
that. But I sometimes imagine that I'm a cop and I'm in a hurry to get out.
Or a race car driver.
And race car driver.
To be able to haul.
And the donut shop is my pit stop.
Take off. You're set up to go, is what it is.
I'm ready.
All right, that one was a little stupid.
I'm ready to be the hero in my own story.
All right, so the next one refers back to the backup camera thing, I believe. Okay, it's called.
Well, okay, no.
It's not a back end camera. It's a back up camera.
Well, I'm backing up into the parking space.
Not a backing in camera. It's a backup camera. Mic drop.
There's no mic drop on this one here. You don't back up, right? You don't. Your car doesn't float.
Right. You're not backing up anywhere.
You're not backing in either.
I'm backing over.
It's a backup camera. I don't even think it's called a backup camera either. I think it's called a reverse camera. Something rear view camera. Anyway,
I think it's called a rear view camera.
This was pretty stupid. I just thought it was funny.
I do think it's called a rear view camera, but I think we all call it backup camera?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's how I go.
Because I'm not looking at rear views. I'm backing up.
And mine, you don't see it unless you're backing up.
Yeah.
You only access it once you put the.
When you're backing up, not when you're backing in.
Rear.
Sorry, you said it. You keep giving it away. You keep saying it. We just got to go by what you say. Court is closed.
So hold on.
I wrap my case.
Why else would I back up if I'm not backing into a spot? I have no other reason to back up.
Because you're backing up.
Okay.
Case closed.
I'm backing up into the spot.
No, you're not backing up into a spot because that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be backing out of the spot. You're backing up out of the spot.
No.
Not backing up into the spot.
Why would I use my back-end camera to back out?
Yeah, right. You said back out.
Yeah.
There. Mic drop.
Boom.
Bruh.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on the terminology of what the backup camera is.
Jose says you need to differentiate the different groups of stupid, Tom.
That's right.
That could be all night.
Yeah, we don't have enough show for that.
No.
Trust.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
All right, my last one. This will be the last one for the day. And if I remember, it was a doozy. So here, let's go ahead and reveal the last one. I don't remember exactly how I wrote it. And forgive me, because this is the one I did about 30 minutes ago before the show started, that I added this one. In conclusion, in closing, okay, here's the deal. You have two options. So either way that you're backing in, or you're backing up. You have to back up regardless of what you're doing. You're either backing in or you're backing out. right? So would you not, even with your backup camera, would you not rather back out into an open baseball field worth of space, or would you rather back into a little tiny 8-foot spot where there's 2 cars where you're feeding the needle to park in? Which makes more sense? Backing out into a huge open area or backing into a little tiny little sliver of the space? Which would you rather do?
I get a huge thrill of accomplishment knowing that I can back my car up.
Well, I didn't say which one that you get the jollies from.
I see it between the 2 lines, and I look at the camera. I don't even turn around and look over the back seat. I just look at the camera screen like it's a little
Skywalker.
TV. That's right. I just watch it. I trust the Force. I go back in.
And Tom, not everybody owns a Tesla where they can just say Tesla back up and it'll just go into the spot.
No, for me it's situational. It's like I'm like with Roland. If I'm going in for a lot of stuff, I'm not backing in because I need to get to the trunk.
Yeah.
But if it's for any other thing, I'm backing in because I like the bigger field of vision when I'm pulling out of the parking space. That's it.
Yep.
Sure, your race car driving out of that spot.
Have you seen me? I'm an old man. I'm not race car in anything.
Yeah.
You missed a point because a lot of people who back up end up taking 2 spaces.
Because
that's true too.
Well? Yeah, because I almost sent a picture the other day. I came across somebody who had backed up and they were taking up 2 spaces because they could. It was a big
BMW
truck.
or a truck?
It was a truck. But like I said, but it was plain as day. They could have corrected themselves, but no, they just didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I don't think that's a backup problem, though. I
don't think that is. I think that's.
You got those people that take up
forward,
spaces. Are it's the same thing with people parking forward too. They sometimes you get in there and they right up on the line regardless of if you're backing in or going forward too. So.
I like the people who park forwards and they wait until the bottom of the car scrapes the bumper.
Oh my god!
As they hit the little
that's
stop.
when they know to stop and then back up a few inches and then they're fully parked.
Yeah.
They're my kind of people.
Oh my gosh!
I need a forward-facing camera too, so I can see where.
My favorite part of the backup camera is that when I shift to forward, I can still get it on the backup camera for like 4 seconds of video, and I think I would like to have this all the time.
So you see what's
because
you can't actually just look in the rearview mirror. You need another screen that's below the rearview mirror.
Well, because sometimes the car seems closer than it really is.
Yes.
And I think the backup camera on all the time would be fun.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, I had a buddy who he had a Gremlin, and of course they sit a little bit lower,
Those are, I'd like to have a Gremlin now. Those were cool.
Yeah, and he was always, he goes, these people who put their bright lights on when they're behind you piss him off. So he got a car and got right behind him, and then he put headlights essentially on the back of his car, aimed them right up into where the eyeballs would be, and that way when someone got behind him with brights on, he flicked that switch and those lights shone right on them. And I told him, I said, I think that's probably illegal. He goes, I don't care because I'm doing it anyway.
I've seen a couple of 18-wheelers have that system on.
Yeah,
because it's for self-defense basically.
It is. Yeah, when those things get bright behind you, you're like, I can't see anything. Also, people who use the bright lights in traffic they're stupid too. I can't get to the button fast enough because you're in traffic. Think of the other people, for God's sakes. Well, and the other thing is, you're in traffic. You can see everything anyway because they have their lights on. Right? That's right. There's no mystery about where you're all going. No. Yeah. I mean, I need my bright lights when there's no one around me and I want to see everything. Right. But when there's 30 cars in front of me, I know where I'm going. I don't need my bright lights. No. All right, Tommy, how do your britches feel now? They feel better?
I'm feeling so much lighter. I feel like I've accomplished something. I feel like I think y'all have had a lot of counterpoints to the backing up thing. I may try to start backing up backwards, and I may see. I need to see pictures of it. Yeah, we're gonna need a video of you trying to park backwards. I won't believe it. I won't believe that
Floramonte parked backwards until
I'm not gonna lie. Going back to our other thing, there's certain times where I'll pull through. Of course, I'll pull through. But the actual, for me, because I got a little bit of ADD going on. I just want to get into the store. Exactly. I don't want to go to the store to start off with, so I don't want to spend the extra time that it takes to actually do the backing up. I'm not like Roland where I can hit it in the same 4 seconds as if I could pull in straight.
You need a better backup camera then.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the new car. It's got a screen that's the size of my TV screen.
Yours is probably better than mine.
And it's got the little lines on it. No
user error.
But I love you, but you're not hitting it you're not messing up 1 out of 10 times. I can guarantee you.
I'm gonna get me a little checklist on my car now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm gonna even say if there's 1 out of 10 times that I'm gonna do 1 out of 20 because even pulling forward, you can still pull too close, and you're like, I should probably fix this because somebody's gonna ding my car because I'm too close. But maybe 1 out of 20 times, if you have to not, and I'm not talking about if you backed in backwards and you're just too far to the side, because that's the same thing if I pull in forward and I'm too far to the side. If you're ever doing the thing where you back in and you're like, and you have to do the rank, 1 time out of 20, that's 1 too many out of 20 times. Because I will tell
you this. I'm going to say I'll give you the 1 out of 20. 1 out of 10. Well, I will say this though. With that backup camera, I almost never do that because there's no reason to. The camera is so good. I just pack right in.
Even
if you're supposedly coming over to the office on Wednesday, right? Come over early. Before my neighbors get here, and we're going to sit in the front. We'll set up some lounge chairs inside the thing, and we'll watch those 8 people.
And men don't perform under this kind of pressure.
It's crazy. I need to set up a camera just facing out there. I need to just do that. Set up an outside ring camera or something. Because those guys are
watching Roland Park.
So my nitpicking problem is not helped by my neighbors doing this all day long.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
And the problem is it's just not them. It's all of their clientele that come by and get all their insurance and stuff.
They all park that way?
Yeah, most of them are backwards parkers that come visit those guys.
The trucks that deliver to my local Costco, they drive in backwards. When I worked in retail, and the truck would come by, they parked in backwards.
Yeah, they're professionals.
Oh, look at this. Charles Floramonte says math is hard, Tommy.
Math is hard. Love you, Chuck.
It's been hard forever.
That's my bro.
Brother,
Tommy, that was a great list.
It sure was. Oh, here's a question.
You put a lot of hard work in being wrong.
I know.
David Ace Gutierrez says, "Where is Tommy on people who don't return their shopping carts?"
I don't like it. I usually make it a point to return mine. So I am probably one of those guys that will almost every time return the cart. So I don't care so much as long as they don't. If it's pushed to the side or if it's in the in the middle of cart. But if they'll just push one in the lane. Or whatever, I just want to slap those guys.
Yeah.
But if they push it out of the way and not put it in the cart return thing or walk it back up to the front, I don't usually walk it back up to the front. No. But I'll look and I go, oh, there's the cart return thing, and I'll put mine in there.
I'll go you one better. Usually when we go shopping and I will grab a cart from the parking lot and push it in, and that's the cart that I will use.
Same.
I don't get one. Yeah.
Renee's probably watching. She won't let me do that because she likes the fact that she believes every time that they're cleaning the handles. She doesn't want me to just grab one that might be germy.
You'll get somebody. You'll get some.
Hey, Tommy.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Get somebody's cooties or whatever.
Well, okay. You probably.
But no, I do. If it's by myself, yeah. If there's one that's there, I'll usually grab it and just take it on.
I mean, Renee probably has wipes in the car, doesn't she? If
she does.
Yeah. So you just pull out a wipe and wipe it down.
So you got to be exposed to germs at a certain time.
Well, next week Renee's going to have her nitpicks. She'll come in and shopping, keeping shopping
He
cart
doesn't like it
clean.
when Tommy doesn't move the seat up.
That's right.
Nice.
How come he messes up my car?
Number one on the list. I hate it when he goes online and talks about me.
The vow said nothing about online.
That's
No.
right.
Oh, she's bringing. I see her now. She's got a. Why has she got that luggage? Why is she bringing?
Rolling pin.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Good time, Tommy. Thanks for
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
I'll work on. I'll keep my little journal going, and I'll probably, give me another couple of months. I'll have another. We'll do it again.
All right. Well, you just let me know the next time you have one, and
That's right.
we'll get you scheduled again.
Whenever you're ready.
Your
to
pain
go
is
up
our
to speed.
pleasure.
That's right. So let's see. Today's the 31st here.
What's happening on Wednesday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
I'm sure it's going to be a paragraph of stuff.
No, the Tuesday stream is going to have guest John Holland. John Holland's been a guest
cool.
for us before. He will be talking with the Tuesday crew. This is this Tuesday.
He's a really good dude.
Yeah, at 11. He's another Southerner. He's from Louisiana. So on Wednesday, I have no clue what they're talking about Wednesday. Barb is in Europe.
That's a cool episode. I don't know what I'm talking about. Episode.
All I can tell you.
Love it.
On this coming a week from today, we are going to have to guest Dakota Alexander. If you are on Facebook at all and follow any of the I have his book over there, and follow any of the comic book making, you've seen this guy's posting like crazy. He's done a book that's a very, very much a throwback to the 1970s, 1980s Marvel comics called The Hunter. And we're going to have him on here, and he's going to talk about we're just going to talk about him, where he is, who he is, where he comes from, and why he's doing this. And I think we got a copy for all you guys to review as well.
Yes.
So
I was afraid I had to read it for tonight, and I'd forgotten.
No, you got 1 week.
I got a week.
So that's next week, and it should be a lot of fun. He's when I first spotted him, suddenly he's like all over the place. He's a promoting machine, which I think has just been working to his benefit.
Nice.
Renee says she's got a list of things that Tommy does that gets on my nerves.
There we go. Well, they've been married for a number of years, so that'll happen.
Oh no! I'm in trouble.
Tommy's like, I'm in trouble.
Oh, Roland wrote that thing. I didn't write it. I do have one more thing I want to say real quick. So Renee and I did go see Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie.
Yeah.
Last night. We're about a week late going to see it. So no matter what the YouTube people say, it's not that bad of a movie. It's actually pretty good. So if anybody's on the edge of wanting to go see it, go see it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's on my list to go and see it in theater because I like to see Star Wars, Star Trek movies on the big screen.
Yeah.
Those YouTube people are just trolling because they just want clicks and the money from the ad revenues that they're getting and stuff. It's not that bad.
You get money?
It's from YouTube. Some people do.
Yeah.
But it's
36 years she's put up with it.
36.
I added that last part.
Our anniversary was this.
So it's about time for everybody to get a medal then.
Yep. Yep. We just had a.
So tell me, one of the things I had heard, and since you've seen it, you can correct me, is that there was about half of the movie was just clips from the TV shows. Is that not true?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's one of the
you
reasons
can.
that BJ and I haven't been. We like the Mandalorian, so
you can tell that this was probably what season 4 was going to be, and the new guy Damaros or whatever his name is, because he's put a thing out saying, look, Star Wars needs to be movies and not so much TV shows, and they did a shift at some point, and this has been going on for a year or so, and to get rid of all of the crappy Star Wars stuff. So I wouldn't say it's a great Star Wars movie, but it doesn't suck. Some of the people online are just saying how bad it is, and it's not bad.
Okay.
It's better than season 3 of Mandalorian, but it's more close to what they were doing in season 1 and 2. So,
cool.
Yeah, season 1 and 2 was pretty good, and then that Book of Boba Fett, and then Mandalorian 3 just stunk.
Yeah.
And but so this is actually pretty good, and there's some really nice spots in it, nice little things in it. Very Star Warsy. It was good. I liked it. We liked it a lot. It's long. It's like 2.5 hours. It's way too long. I don't know what they're doing.
Is there an intermission so an old man can go to the bathroom?
No, they give you a pee bucket where you can.
Buddy and buddy.
Yeah. So Daredevil Born Again, that's been really good. I don't know.
Oh, we need to see that.
Yeah, very, very good.
How's the Kingpin?
Oh, Kingpin is really good. Yeah, it's really good.
What is Spider Noir on?
I don't know, but
it's on now.
What is it on?
Amazon.
Mike, didn't you say you'd seen some of it?
I haven't yet, but we're going to start watching it tonight.
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon Prime.
I have heard nothing but good things about how good and weird it is.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
They're saying that this is going to bring Nicolas Cage back into the light. I always liked him.
It's not Spider-Man in the sense that we're all looking for Spider-Man, but it is still Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
So
give it a shot.
I'm in because Nick Cage is. I mean, he's balls out.
I like Nick Cage.
I do too.
He's done some dumb stuff, but I like Nick Cage.
I think Medic doesn't like him, but I like.
No,
Did you see the Nick Cage movie where he plays Nick Cage who goes to the actor's house? He's an actor, Nick Cage. And he
I haven't
goes
seen that. I wanted to. Yeah.
Drug Lord's house.
Did I tell y'all of what was this, about 10, 15 years ago when 10 years ago? No, it was not that long ago. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was 4, 5, 6 years ago. So Medic, John, for one Christmas for being fun, he went out and bought every Nicolas Cage movie and sent them to me as a prank. So I've got this. He sent me this box.
Really?
That's got all of, and then he made a DVD Blu-ray thing that I still have now. I'm keeping it. I've gotten rid of some of the movies because I didn't care, but I kept this thing where he made clips and he put them all together. How he thought maybe all the Nicolas Cage movies, how they all kind of linked together somehow in his mind.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he bought them all. It was like 30 some odd DVDs that he sent me.
Crazy.
And then I said, I need to give you some money. And he says, no, these were like in quarter boxes and 50-cent boxes, so it didn't cost him anything.
That's hilarious.
That boy.
That's hilarious. Well, you guys got any shows coming up?
No,
I'll be at San Diego walking around.
In 2 weeks, I'll be at Heroes Con. I'm excited to go back to that again.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yep. So that's 2 weeks away. In fact, I was mistaken. I was talking to my wife earlier, and she said something about this Thursday. I said, no, we're leaving on Thursday. And she goes, no, that's next week. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's 2 weeks away. So
that's when I'm the guest host, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. So anyone that's going to be at Heroes Con, make your plans to come see me. I'll be there with a big smile on. You can't miss the big Silverline banner. So, all right. Until next week, remember to make mine Silverline. Good night, everyone.
I'm Andy Smith. Make mine Silverline.